Hi, I'm Casey Henely, an RV sales consultant here at Lichtsinn Motors in Forest City, Iowa, just a mile away from the Winnebago and Itasca factory. We know how much time and energy and research goes into the RV purchase process. So today we want to try to make that a little bit easier for you by taking a closer look at the Winnebago View and Itasca Navion in comparison to some of the other manufacturers' sprinter-based models, such as the Fleetwood Tioga, as well as the Jamboree, and the Coachmen Prism and Gulfstream Vista Cruiser. Today what we hope to do is just show you a little bit about what makes the Winnebago View and Itasca Navion a superior product to the other competitors. So taking a quick look here at the cab, there's lots of conveniences that you'll find in the Winnebago that you won't find in other manufacturers. To begin, you'll see the blinds that go across the front windshield. This is the cab window blind system. You actually have blinds to cover all three windows, so no more messing around with the privacy curtain and worrying about getting that to cover what you want to, like in the Fleetwood and Coachmen. Also, you'll notice that we currently have the passenger seat swiveled. Both the passenger seat and driver's seat actually come standard with the swivel base in the Winnebago, in comparison to other manufacturers where it's often not even an option for you to purchase. And as you can see, these seats will be very integral components of your living area, offering some extra seating for some visitors, as well as very comfortable seats for you as you're there at night, whether it's eating at your pedestal table or watching TV. Also there in the cab, you'll notice the color rear monitor system that Winnebago uses that also has the one-way audio, making it a bit easier for you to maneuver once you get to your destination. Moving over to the living area, you'll notice the ultra leather that Winnebago uses. This is made to be very durable, long lasting for you. It's also very soft to the touch and actually does a lot better in reacting to both hot and cold temperatures than what the genuine leather does. The other great thing that Winnebago has begun using in 2011 is a different shade system. Unlike what you'll find in the Fleetwood, Jamboree, and Tioga, as well as the Coachmen Prism, Winnebago uses what's called MCD niter and solar roller shades. As you can see, it's a nice, easy system. No more strings to worry about. Very easy to keep clean and very easy to use, as it's just a simple pull system. And as you can see with this solar shade down, not only is it blocking out the sun for you, but you can also still see through the window, which is a great feature. This sofa here, Winnebago, both in the View Profile and Navion IQ, which is the 24G model, as well as the new Winnebago View and Itasca Navion, the 24M, Winnebago uses what's called a comfort sofa sleeper. Rather than a jackknife sofa where you end up with two different levels that isn't quite so comfortable to use for sleeping, this actually has an air mattress underneath it, making it very easy for you to sleep two extra adults very comfortably, as it's a full-size bed. So that's another great thing that Winnebago uses in comparison to some other manufacturers that simply have the jackknife sofa for you as an option. Moving over to the galley area, Winnebago uses a TV that's actually on a swivel mount, so it can be pulled out and then swiveled around. So you can see if you're using it either with your two swivel chairs or your sofa, anyone in the coach will have very easy visibility to the TV. And that is just on a simple release system. Moving farther into the galley area, you'll notice the glass hinged covers that are both on the sink as well as the range. This simply pulls up for you to use your faucet. Great thing about this is going to be that when you're not using them, you can see that it becomes a very nice countertop space, all an even level, giving you plenty of extra room while you're in the kitchen. Another great thing that Winnebago uses is actually a three-way refrigerator. This means that your refrigerator will not only be able to be used off of either electricity or LP, but also off of your 12-volt coach batteries, giving you three different sources for you to cool both your refrigerator as well as your freezer. Moving in here to the bedroom, you'll notice Winnebago is the only manufacturer still using the Sprinter that offers a rear queen walk-around bed, giving you a very residential feeling floor plan, yet in a very small and compact coach. You're only 24 feet long, but you still get the comforts of that walk-around bed just like you have at home. The other great thing that you'll see here is Winnebago is also the only manufacturer to use 2 slides on the Sprinter model. So again, giving you that walk-around bed as well as that increased living space. Okay, here we are it's an Itasca Navion 24J floor plan, so a little bit of a different feel for you. This particular coach has been outfitted with the ultra leather sofa bed. However, if you did decide to go with the dinette, prefer that configuration instead, Winnebago, in each one of their floor plans, when you get the dinette, they use what's called a benchmark dinette, which means that your seats are actually on a piano hinge, which means no more separate cushion and piece of plywood that you're trying to hold up as you're getting all of your storage underneath, like you would have to in the Coachmen Prism. Moving up here to the front, Winnebago uses a powered rain-sensored ventilator fan. So as you can see by the little raindrop, if you ever do happen to get rain, no worries. You can leave your coach vent open, still get that air circulation, and if it does happen to rain, your vent will automatically close for you. Moving on to the rest of the ceiling, you'll notice that Winnebago does use a padded vinyl ceiling, not only aesthetically appealing, but very easy to keep clean, maintain, no more worries about stains, anything like that. You'll also notice that Winnebago does, of course, have ducted air conditioning throughout the entire ceiling, unlike Coachmen that it all just comes out of one central unit, so you'll get one even temperature. Winnebago also uses what's called an AC heat pump, so you're able to heat your coach off of your air conditioner. Here in the bathroom, you will notice a water pump switch, which is a great convenience factor for you. Each Winnebago has 3 locations for your water pump switch, making it very easy for you to flip that on without having to come back out to your one-place panel. All right, we're outside here on the outside of the Itasca Navion, and I'm sorry if you happen to hear any wind noise. It's a little bit windy here in Forest City today. One of the most important things about a Winnebago when you purchase it is the things that you can't see. One of that being the structure. Winnebago does not use any wood in any part of the structure of their motorhomes, so you have interlocking joints with a complete steel superstructure, all steel and aluminum. Moving around here to the end of the coach, there's many of you that might be towing something while you're out on the road. Winnebago actually increases the thickness in the chassis rails in order to allow you to tow up to 5,000 pounds, which also gives you a vertical tongue weight of 500. So if you happen to be using a storage pod, or again with your tow vehicle, you have heavier capacities with Winnebago in comparison to the Coachmen and Fleetwood and Gulfstream that only have 3,500 and a 350 vertical tongue weight. Moving over to the corner, you will see the holding tank sensors here. Winnebago uses what's called a true level holding tank system, which uses ultrasonic sensors that are mounted on the outside of the tanks, meaning no probes that have been drilled into your tanks, which will give you eventually false readings, unfortunately. The other great thing about Winnebago is that their capacities are a bit higher than others. With fresh water, you have 35 gallons in each one of the models, in comparison to 29 gallons in the Fleetwood Jamboree and Tioga and only 30 gallons in the Coachmen Prism. As we take just another panning shot here of the Itasca Navion, one thing to mention would be the exterior height. Winnebago, the Itasca Navion and Winnebago View stand at 10 feet 11 inches in comparison to 11'4" with the Fleetwood Jamboree and Tioga and 11'3" with the Coachmen Prism. And then of course you also get the option of the View profile that's only 10'6" inches. Well, thanks so much for your time today. Hopefully we can help you out with a little bit of your shopping and your research when you're out there looking for a Sprinter-based coach.